everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to Mitchell Auditorium. My name is Jessica Schroeder. I work here at the College of St. Scholastica, and it's my privilege to welcome you to our second annual Family Music Series. I work here, but my husband and I are both musicians, and we have 2 young daughters, and they have to go to more than their fair share of classical music concerts. And as a parent, I know how hard it is to keep your kid in a seat in the dark and quiet when they just want to be wiggly or need to get up and move around. So we wanted to create this series, especially for you, and to be able to introduce classical music to a young audience. So we're thrilled that you're here. Exactly. So this will be a short concert. It will be about 35 minutes, the piece that we're playing. We are going to leave the lights just like this. The doors to the lobby are open. If you need to go out into the lobby and take a break, that is totally fine. Please come back when you're able. There are bathrooms in the lobby on either side and a drinking fountain out there as well. The piece we are performing is called Peter and the Wolf. So performing for you today is the Scholastica String Orchestra. It's these guys right here. These 2 guys back here, this is Jeremy and Johnny. They're playing percussion with us today. We don't normally get to work with them, so we're thrilled that we do for this project. This piece, when it was originally written for strings and percussion, and then also some other instruments, an oboe part, a flute, a bassoon, and some French horns. All of those parts have been combined and will be played today on the piano. So Emily, Valine, and I are both playing. We're sharing one piano, and we're covering all of those other instrumental parts. And then we have this guy here. This is Richard Carrick. He is our conductor. He's going to be standing up on this box, waving his arms around in the air. He helps us come in at the right time, sets the tempo, keeps us all together. And then last but not least, we have Kevin Quarmby, who is our narrator, so he'll be telling you the story today. I also happen to know that it is Q's birthday today, so on the count of 3, could you please wish him a happy birthday? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday! Thank you.
Thank you.
So this whole week at the College of St. Scholastica has been called Mayfest, and today is the end of that, and we are celebrating with our Villa Day, which is a family-friendly community event. It is free, and it starts immediately after this concert. So if you head across the parking lot to the Burns Wellness Center, that is where Villa Day will be happening. My kids may have been bribed to come to this concert, to go to Villa Day afterwards. There are bounce houses, there are crafts and games, there is free ice cream from Love Creamery, if you know anybody that likes ice cream. And there are also adult beverages available for purchase if you are over 21 and maybe need a drink after taking your kid to a classical music concert. So, thank you so much for being here. I know it's a beautiful day out there. We appreciate you spending your afternoon with us, and I hope you enjoy Peter and the Wolf. Thank you.
Tell you the story of Peter and the Wolf. Each character in the story is represented by a melody. This is the bird. This is the duck. This is the cat. This is the grandfather. this is the wolf. And this is Peter. And these are the hunters. Early one morning, Peter opened the gate and went out into the big green meadow. On the branch of a large tree sat a little bird, Peter's friend. "Everything is quiet," chirped the bird gaily. Soon, a duck appeared, waddling from side to side. It was glad that Peter had not closed the gate, and it decided to take a nice swim in the deep pond in the meadow. Seeing the duck, the little bird flew down upon the grass, settled next to the duck, and shrugged its shoulders. "What kind of bird are you if you can't fly?" it said. To which the duck replied, "What kind of bird are you if you can't swim?" and dived into the pond. They argued and argued, the duck swimming in the pond, the little bird hopping along the bank. Suddenly, something caught Peter's attention. He noticed a cat slinking through the grass. The cat thought, the bird is busy arguing. I'll just grab it. Stealthily, it crept toward the bird on velvet paws. "Look out!" shouted Peter, and the bird immediately flew up into the tree. While the duck quacked angrily at the cat. From the middle of the pond, the cat walked around the tree and thought, is it worth climbing up so high? By the time I get there, the bird will have surely flown away. Grandfather came out. He was angry because Peter had gone past the gate into the meadow. It is a dangerous place. If a wolf should come out of the forest, what then? Peter paid no attention to Grandfather's words and declared that boys like him are not afraid of wolves. But Grandfather took Peter by the hand, led him home, and locked the gate fast. No sooner had Peter gone than an enormous grey wolf came out of the forest. cat quickly climbed up the tree. The duck quacked and in its excitement jumped out of the pond. But no matter how hard the duck tried, the wolf ran faster. He was getting nearer, nearer, catching up with the duck. And then he caught it, and with one gulp, swallowed it. And now, this is how things stood. The cat was sitting on one branch. The little bird on another. Not too close to the cat. And the wolf walked round and round the tree, looking at them with greedy eyes. In the meantime, Peter, without the slightest fear, stood behind the locked gate, watching all that was going on. He ran home, got a strong rope, and climbed up the high stone wall. One of the branches of the tree around which the wolf was walking stretched out over the wall. Peter nimbly climbed over onto the tree. And grabbing hold of the branch, Peter said to the little bird, "Fly down and circle around the wolf's head. Only take care that it doesn't catch you." little bird almost touched the wolf's head with its wings, while the wolf snapped angrily at it from this side and that. How the little bird did worry the wolf, how the wolf wanted to catch it, but the little bird was clever, and the wolf simply couldn't do anything about it. Meanwhile, Peter made a lasso with the rope, and carefully letting it down, slipped it over the wolf's tail and pulled with all his might. Feeling itself caught, the wolf began to jump wildly, trying to get loose. Peter tied the other end of the rope to the tree. The wolf's jumping only made the rope tighter around its tail. Just then, out of the woods came the hunters. They were following the wolf's trail, shooting as they went. Peter said, "Don't shoot." Is that right? And that is correct. Peter, sitting on the tree, said, "Don't shoot, please. The little bird and I have already caught the wolf. Help us take it to the zoo." And now, imagine the triumphal procession. Peter at the head. After him, the hunters were leading the wolf. Winding up the procession, Grandfather and the cat. Grandfather tossed his head discontentedly. Well, and if Peter hadn't caught the wolf, what then? Above them flew the little bird, chirping merrily. My, what fine fellows we are, Peter and I. Look what we have caught. You listened very carefully, you could hear the duck quacking inside the wolf's stomach, because the wolf had been in such a hurry that it had swallowed the duck alive.